I'm gonna do this real quick video because I received a message, private message, PM, stating that I was racist against Freddie Roach because I said that he's not what the media portrays him to be. In the PM, he said Freddie Roach is the greatest trainer of all time, 7-time trainer of the year, this, that, and the other, and that I can't come to grips with it because he is a white man. Now, if you know me, you know I don't get caught up in no race. I don't race bait. I don't get involved in arguments involving race. I think it's too much of that shit going on, not just in the world, but especially online. And my whole thing is, if that's your thing, there's plenty of people that will argue with you and that will applaud you. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna be me. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But what I did say is that the mark of a great trainer and not a media hype trainer is the ability to take somebody from scratch and build them into a world champion, and that's something that Freddie Roach has not done. What they do is, soon as he works with a fighter, they just add that fighter under his ledger as being trained by Freddie Roach. He worked with Mike Tyson for a fight. One fight. Oh, trained by Freddie Roach. That's under his legend. That's one of the champions that he had some influence on. Oh, he worked with Oscar De La Hoya for a fight. Oh, trained by Freddie Roach. Worked with Miguel Cotto. Trained by Freddie Roach. Manny Pacquiao. Trained by Freddie Roach. Over and over and over. He's created none of these guys. What fighter has he ever taken through the amateurs and they won world championships or any type of amateur championships, and then he took them pro and they won world championships? And that will be no fighter. He is a media hype fighter. I'm sorry, media hyped trainer. For whatever reasons, he is a media darling. They have taken his story and blown it completely out of proportion as if he's the best trainer that ever stepped into the game of boxing. And that's bullshit. Where in the PM, he's saying if Freddie Roach would have been black, I would have been giving him the praises that the media have given him. And I'm saying, I'm calling bullshit on that because my stance has not changed. In my opinion, I have my opinion who I think are great trainers based on the same premise that I put over Freddie Roach. The ability to take a fighter from scratch and create a champion out of him. Guys like Virgil Hunter took Andre Ward through the amateurs. Took him to a gold medal. Took him pro. World champion as a pro. One of the best fighters in the world. That is the mark of a great trainer. He's a great trainer. Mike Stafford for Adrian Broner took him through the amateurs. Adrian Broner had over 300 wins as an amateur. And the only reason why he didn't win like really major world championships is because he was a young street thug. Snatching purses, robbing, doing all that crazy stuff. And he could never focus long enough to get his mind on winning championships in the amateurs and going to the Olympics. But he also took him pro, and Adrian Broner has won successful world titles, one of the best fighters in the game today. Barry Hunter with the Petersons, same thing, same story. With Lamont, amateurs, pro, you know what I'm saying? But since you keep saying I'm racist, and I'm not going to name drop because I don't do all that. I don't need nobody going to go seek you out and trying to start beef with you on my behalf, or whatever. I don't want to get involved in that. I want you to crawl right back under that rock you came from, because prior to that message I didn't even know who the hell you were. But since you call me racist, I'm gonna tell you the white ones. How about Tony Morgan, white trainer, taking guys through the amateurs, amateur titles, taking them pro, world titles. Dan Birmingham, taking guys through the amateurs, national titles, took them to the pros, world titles. And a bunch of other, Pat Burns. I can name many white trainers that are better than Freddie Roach, that abide by the same premise that I set forth for Freddie Roach. The stuff Freddie Roach didn't even come from him. He was trained by one of the legendary trainers of the game in Eddie Futch. He is an overhyped trainer. He has not created anybody from scratch. And since I'm gonna stay on the issue of race, just to show you, I ain't got time for that race bullshit. I've given white fighters their just due when they earn it. I've given white trainers their just due when they earn it. I'm not just about to overrate somebody because he's good and he's white. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna overrate somebody because he's good and he's black. It's just that the way it is. I don't know why guys are so damn sensitive and want to throw race into it when that's not even the premise at all. I'm talking about boxing. You know what I'm saying? And though boxing uh has been survived on ethnic rivalries, there's no reason to be racist about it. But you said Freddie Roach is a great trainer, the greatest trainer ever in the history of boxing. I'm gonna stay on white. You mean to tell me Freddie Roach is greater than Customato? But he white, and he one of the greatest trainers of all time. Do you think he's better than Angelo Dundee? Come on, man, make it make sense. Customato, what did he do? Since you ain't got no history, apparently, took Floyd Patterson. He took Floyd Patterson, took him through the amateurs, and it culminated into a gold medal in the Olympics at middleweight. Took him pro to become the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. Took Mike Tyson, created a world champion from Mike Tyson. So that is a mark of a great trainer. Come on, man. Freddie Roach is not the greatest trainer of all time. He may not even be the greatest trainer of his own era. He is a great trainer, but what he is and what the media portrays are two entirely different things. He has created no fighter from scratch. Soon as he worked with them, they credit him with their accomplishments. And it's a bunch of bullshit. And you cannot feed me a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I can identify it because I got history. You know what I'm saying? I know the sport of boxing. He is not better than Customato. Customato created world champions from the mold, built them like Legos into a world champion. That is one of the greatest trainers of all time. He's a white man and he's way better than Freddie Roach. He has surpassed what the mark of a great trainer is, and Freddie Roach ain't on his level. And I hope this ends this conversation on being racist because I'm against Freddie Roach. I'm not against Freddie Roach. I'm against the media. But you're not going to feed me a bunch of bullshit. He's a great trainer. I'll give him that. Obviously, he's doing something well. But what they give me, 7-time trainer of the year, a media given award, an award that's not even objective at all. They don't even consider what other trainers do. If Freddie Roach has had some success in that year, they just give him the award. That's why it's a bullshit award. And I'm not buying it, man. Stay out of my PMs and leave me the fuck alone, man. If you just want to do racist topics or you want to get in arguments about race, there are plenty other platforms for it. We do boxing over here in the YTBC, man. I'm out, man. Ash.